They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
All week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Smith with a give to Hunt. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 22 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done.
At the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Green 90, black 58 rail. Black 58.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover. At it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
This is Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw on second down is Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
In motion right is Robinson. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now.
The tight end in motion right. To throw is Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They run with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Smith now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
Smith on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will be brought time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Throwing is Bortles on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. 56 Mike. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
In motion left, Robinson. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
To throw on second down, Smith. And this is caught by